Hey everybody, Real Estate Ninja here. Hope you're doing well. California real estate inventory is surging. Homeowners are rushing for the exits. This is exciting. This is what we've been waiting for, what we've been warning about. Now it's happening. But there's still going to be a slight pause in prices because low inventory kept prices up, or an illusion, even though days on market extended, even though we see a lot of price reductions. Those price reductions were just like little bits of bait for fish, people that were freaking out. And so for people on the sidelines in California trying to buy real estate, this is great news. Just understand it's gonna take about 60 to 90 days for people, that rush of inventory as it's hitting the market, people not to buy, and then they start running for the exits and dropping prices. Okay, this story's out of Newsweek. It says California sees a surge in homeowners trying to sell their houses. It says the number of homes listed for sale in California is on the rise, and last month saw the largest jump in more than a year amid heightening home prices in the state, according to data from the California Association of Realtors. Another thing I want to explain, they may not explain this, I just haven't read it yet, is that seasonality. This is the time of year where homes get listed. Like it's just seasonality issues, right? However, if it really starts picking up in the news, more and more home sellers will rush to the exits. Says the California Association of Realtors pointed out that active listings shot up based on monthly comparisons to last year for the second consecutive month. So that's good, year over year comparisons. While new active listings also increased by double digits as the hopping spring season, that was a play on words, hoping to sell their house, for home prices gets underway. The median home price in California is at its highest level in 7 months, jumping nearly 8% to about $855,000. So I want you to understand what they just said here, and that's very, very important. It didn't say that California home prices were at their highest all-time levels. Okay, they are actually coming down. They're at their highest levels in 7 months. That's easy to explain because the rest of the year, it's a bad time of the year to sell a home. That's why I always buy my homes. I did a lesson in one of the courses on the seasonality of home sales and when to buy. I always buy in November and December and then let the people stay through the first and always get the best deals. It just blows me away. I'm like, hey, look, I'll give you 20 grand less for your house, but if you want, you can stay in it till the first and not have to worry about moving out. And people jump on that. It's just a great time. So please understand that Newsweek came out with it right there. They said, look, we're not at all-time highs. We're on the downward trend now, and it's gonna get a lot worse. And that's what we've been preparing all of you for an epic downturn in real estate. Now it said, this again, the median home price in California at its highest levels in 7 months, jumping nearly 8% to about $855,000 in March. Compared to the same time a year ago, from February, prices were up 6%. He says, it's a great time to sell your home in California. Jordan Levine, California Association's chief economist, told Newsweek. Well, of course it is, because they're hurting. Real estate agents are leaving. Brokers are walking away. They're severely in the hurt locker because they're not making any sales. Okay, so that's why the chief economist from the California Association of Realtors is out there cheering everybody on. Just please sell a home, like just sell. And hey, everybody else, it's a great time to buy a house. Isn't that interesting? Real estate agents, it just doesn't really matter. It's a great time to sell. And then you could have somebody else walk right up. That's a buyer. They're talking to a seller. Oh, it's a great time. It's a great time to buy. Oh, okay, cool. So is there ever a bad time? Nope, not at all. Well, actually, any other time than now, because all I think about is now. Yikes. A lot of real estate agents don't understand cycles, actually. I know this for a fact. Now, he goes on to say about half the homes are now selling above list price once again, and prices themselves are rising. That's actually not, okay. Oh, I hate this double talk these guys do. All right, sellers are also seeing their homes spend less time on the market, the data showed. It took about 19 days to sell a single family home last month compared to 24 days a year ago. It's interesting. Mortgage rates are pretty much at the same point right now. But sales were down on a monthly basis by about 8% from a year ago, declined more than 4%. Levine said this was partially due to elevated mortgage rates that are keeping sellers locked into their low home loans, which has depressed the supply of available homes. He says that has caused inventory to really dry up. He said, we have fewer homes available for sale on the market right now than we did in the spring of 2020. Let me explain something that none of these guys are going to explain to you. I'm going to do a video on it. and show you the charts. But as of right now, nationally, we are seeing the same amount of homes selling than in the middle of 2008, you know, when things were getting really bad. And if you go from 2005, that was our peak in home sales nationally, and then they dropped in 06, dropped in 07, they bottomed in 08. Well, if you look at the chart for the last 2 years, we have the exact same candle pattern going on right now. And if you look at the 30-year fixed rates, back then compared to now, over the last 3 years, we've seen the exact same number move. It is absolutely astonishing how close this is to the Great Recession, and yet people just can't, especially because we look to these chief economists because they got a fancy title. We want them to explain this to us, but you have to understand that economist, yeah, he doesn't get a commission, but he works on commissions because he works for everybody that pays the dues to the Association of Realtors to pay his salary. They all get commissions. That's all right. I'll just keep calling this crap out as total truth, and most people won't pick up the bait. And those that do will be blessed because they're going to see the truth. All right, says they're going on with the salesman. He says it says mortgage rates have ticked up about 7% up to about 7% in recent weeks, adding to the affordability challenge for homeowners, no duh. On Wednesday, the Mortgage News Daily's tracker showed that interest rates had ticked down to 7.4% after going up to 7.5. Yikes, that's real exciting. This is the highest level since November. Levine told Newsweek that in California Association of Realtors affordability index shows that about 85% of residents in the state can longer afford the median home price. Oh, you silly little reporter. It says you can no longer is the term, but it's okay. I'm a bad reader too. There are just not as many folks able to take advantage of those benefits of homeownership, he told Newsweek. Or maybe they're listening to the Ninja and they're going, we know what's coming. Levine suggested that the strong economy in California is allowing some, hey, real quick, this is sound off. If you're a California real estate agent, let me know down below. Because if you're a California real estate agent, you're watching me, you are one bright cookie. Not because I'm smart, but because you understand that there's a lot of things different at work here at play in this market than just what some chief economists will tell you. He says we still have a really strong economy and unemployment is still very low and lots of high income jobs are being created. And so what is this guy drinking? I don't want it. This is bad Kool-Aid. Type 1 if you agree. He's like a parrot. He must have Joe Biden's hand shoved so far up his, he's just talking for him. Well, but he says that being said though, with so many high-income earners buying primary residence and pushing up the price of housing, you mean rich people? See, he is talking for Joe. Joe Biden is talking for him. Holy cow. It means that fewer and fewer folks are, see, when I hear stupid people, I just get stupid. It just means that fewer and fewer folks are able to afford the median-priced home. Well, good news, Adam Levine. The median price home, if you go and check out the Fred, is actually collapsing. As a matter of fact, it's down already 8% since the peak of December of 2022. I don't remember. July, December, around that phase, that half a year is when we peaked, and now we're coming down. And we've already in the median price home, we've dropped as much as almost the entire Great Recession. Good news. Nobody wants to tell you that though. They don't want facts. They want their feelings taken care of. That's why we can't have that next president come because he's mean on Twitter with the truth. All right, that's the end of the story. I want to thank Newsweek. To the Newsweek author that wrote that, I'm sure you're watching this. Do me a favor, give me a shout out because we all need some help every now and then. And I like that Newsweek's actually picking up some really cool stories about boycotts and real estate crashing. I think they finally figured it out. All right, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching. The Real Estate Ninja is out.